Number 10. Colombo. The capital integrates modern urban features with the country's colorful indigenous and early American background. As a key point on the world's spice trade routes, Sri Lanka has actually long held strategic importance for European trading powers. The country has been a nest of Portugal, the Netherlands, and most just recently the British, and all these cultures mix with the indigenous culture to create a fantastic hybrid. You can taste these influences in food, see them in style and the arts, and also you can actually feel them in Colombo. The city is also full of galleries as well as other points to see as well as do that can help link you with Sri Lankan society. Colombo rests on the shore, and also there's a huge green room and coastline location right in the heart of the city, separating a location called Fort from the Indian Ocean. It's the city's public playground and an enjoyable location to see, specifically on Friday as well as Saturday evenings. Number 9. Kandy. Situated in main Sri Lanka, Kandy is the former resources city of the Sri Lankan Royal Empire, the nation's primary funding before the colonial duration. The peak of what's called the Kandyan era was between the 15th and 18th centuries, when the area stayed independent while the majority of the coastal areas were colonized by European powers. Make certain to see the city's National Museum of Kandy, as it illustrates the tale of the region and also its people via exhibits and artifacts. Nearby, the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic is a really holy Buddhist temple, part of the Royal Palace Complicated. Number 8. Hikkaduwa Beach. Only 90 minutes from Colombo, this coastline is all about water sports, searching, bodyboarding, snorkeling, as well as scuba diving. All the gear is easily offered for rent from one of the beachfront stands. It's one of the country's best surfing areas, with the very best waves between November and also March. The beach is huge, so it never feels also crowded. There are a lot of beachfront stands selling all kinds of tasty local road food and also a good number of little hotels and guest houses if you want to stay overnight. It's also known for its coral reefs. The Hikkaduwa Coral Sanctuary is a preserved marine area as well as part of Hikkaduwa National Park, situated just off the shoreline. It was created to secure the area's coral reefs and also enlighten visitors regarding coral reefs. Number 7. Yala National Park. Situated on the island's southeast coastline, this national park is recognized for leopard safaris. Leopards are very unusual, however, the park has a large population and also it's possible to identify them also on a day journey. The park is also house to a big populace of Asian elephants, which are native to Sri Lanka. Aside from the animals, the park is house to some unbelievable, varied atmospheres as well as ecosystems. You can go to the marine and coastline setting of the coastal areas, follow leopards across huge meadows, or explore tropical rainforests. There are likewise some crucial Buddhist temples as well as temples within Yala, which is not far from the city of Hambantota. Number 6. Ella. Sometimes it's as much about the trip as it has to do with the location. An instance of this is Ella, a little, hill country community collection amongst Sri Lanka's lavish tea vineyards. It's filled with small guest houses, impressive food, and really friendly individuals. It's a fun escape from the city or a method to delight in a couple of days of leisurely walking in the countryside. A large factor people see Ella is riding the extremely slow train from Kandy. Slowly, it winds its method up and down hillsides, via towns, across environment-friendly tea areas, until finally showing up in the small mountain community after about 6 hours. The trip is taken into consideration among the most lovely train journeys on the planet. You can begin in Colombo, which adds 3 hours to the trip. Number 5. Arugam Bay. Sri Lanka has a shoreline of over 1,600 kilometers as well as is preferably matched for windsurfing, rate boating, and other water sporting activities. Arugam Bay has azure skies and also inclining coconut trees. If you are aiming to browse turquoise waters, Arugam Bay should be on your list of must-see traveler areas in Sri Lanka. It is on the southeast coastline around 320 kilometers from Colombo. It is the ideal place to drink coconut water, absorb the aroma of jasmine and enable the southern sunlight to tan your skin. Besides Arugam Bay, other coastlines amongst the best areas to go to in Sri Lanka are Unawatuna in the south, as well as Tankala once again in the south around 195 kilometers south of Colombo. Number 4. Temple of Tooth. The Temple of the Tooth is once again a popular one among visitor locations in Sri Lanka. This temple in Kandy is renowned as a result of the background affixed to it. With a charming setup as well as intriguing artifacts, this temple is worth a go-to. Number 3. Nuwara Eliya. Nuwara Eliya is most renowned for its tea gardens and also landscapes. It is an excellent place to go for a romantic trip or for a person that is searching for a relaxing journey. With misty clouds, lush green sloping hillsides, and a train that looks that it has appeared in the Harry Potter movies, Nuwara Eliya is uneven heaven as well as an additional fantastic enhancement to Sri Lanka vacationer attractions. The preferred locations to go to in Nuwara Eliya include Victoria Park, Vale Bazaar, Moon Plains, Rambota Falls, and also St. Clair's Falls. Number 2. Sigiriya Rock Fortress. Additionally known as Lion's Rock, Sigiriya is an impressive ancient citadel constructed atop a rock and called from a huge lion's paws at the entryway of it. Take part in the excursion to Sigiriya from Colombo to uncover this UNESCO World Heritage Site, usually described as the 8th wonder of the world. Number 1. Dambulla Golden Cave Temple. Stated as one of the UNESCO World Heritage websites in 1991, the Dambulla holy place has 5 caverns and 157 sculptures of the Lord Buddha, lots of paintings on the ceilings and walls that highlight the imaginative ability of ancient days. Buddha pictures were first created here over 2,000 years earlier, and over the centuries subsequent kings added to and also decorated the cavern art. This lovely royal rock temple complicated rests about 160 meters above the road in the southerly part of Dambulla. From the caves there are excellent sights over the bordering countryside. Sigiriya is plainly noticeable some 20 kilometers remote.